should I file a claim or should I not file a claim? We get this question quite often, and here are some ideas and things to think about before filing a claim. So you always want to look at the deductibles on either the auto or the home. And so your home deductible could be $1,000, could be $2,000, could be $2,500, 1%, 2%. If it's 1% or 2%, it's going to be 1% of the dwelling. So if the dwelling is insured for $200,000 and you have a 1% deductible, it means you have a $2,000 deductible. If you have a 2% deductible, means you have a $4,000 deductible. So you want to make sure damages exceeds that threshold. On the auto side, you can have a $250 comprehensive or collision deductible, $500, $1,000, up to $2,000, just depending on your situation. But in all of those, you want to make sure that the claim, if there were damage, it were to exceed the deductible amount. So say on the home, say we had a $2,500 deductible and we had minor wind damage come through, maybe knock a couple shingles off, maybe kind of scratched up some of the siding, and then you get a contractor out there to look at it and he says, I think you have probably $1,800 in damage and your deductible is $2,500. Well, there wouldn't be any reason to turn a claim in because you're going to have a zero paid loss that's going to stay on your loss history for 5 years, because the reason to be zero paid is because it didn't meet the threshold of your deductible of $2,500 if you had $1,800 in damage. Now, if you had a huge hailstorm come through, catastrophic event, tornado, high winds, a lot of damage, and of course you had, even I would say if it was $10,000 in damage and you had a $2,500 deductible, then that's probably a good idea to turn a claim in and then go ahead and get the repairs made, because you're well over your threshold of the $2,500 deductible. Now on the auto side, say you have a $500 deductible and say you back into your garage and you just have a minor, some scratches, and then they say the damage is $600. Well, you have a $500 deductible. In that situation, I would probably still tell you probably not to file a claim in, because 2 reasons. It's going to be a collision because you caused the incident, you struck an object, and that could be coded as an at fault, which could create rate increases, and you're only $100 over that threshold. And so it's not going to pay a whole lot out after you pay your $500 deductible. Now, if you were to back into the garage and you had $5,000 in damage, of course, I would say file a claim, because after you meet the $500, you're going to get paid, to fix the vehicle, $4,500. So that would be well worth looking into. But again, you would have to weigh that too, and we could advise you on this. But if it was a collision or comprehensive type loss, and then we've got some other videos that describes, different types of categories of losses and rate increases and things like that. But think about that before filing the claim. Always give us a call, and we'll be more than happy to help to go over any scenarios and discuss any possible situations that would, possibly affect you, or if it's worth turning a claim in.